Hello, and welcome to another episode of Ash Friendly. I'm your host, Seal Jones. I want to thank everyone for listening, whoever you are, whoever you're with, and whatever you're doing. I hope this podcast brings you light, love, and energy to yourself and to everyone else around you. Well, folks, today we're going to talk to our lovely special guest, as always, Brooke. How are you today, Brooke?
I am doing fabulous today, Seal. Thank you for having me.
Oh, we
How
appreciate it.
about yourself?
After yesterday, and it's just living the dream. It was just fabulous today. Well, today we're going to talk about what Ash Friendly means to you, and we're going to talk about creating our first map, our mental map of what Ash Friendly is. So, What does Ash Friendly mean to you?
Okay, great. I'm glad that you asked that. Yesterday, with us doing a tour of the salon space, Ash Friendly with me, with you being a hero, Ash Friendly it showed me how much, um, Ash Friendly could bring help to our community, help to the world. Like how much, the government is not being a help. Like with my transportation services from the DSS or anything like that, they're not able to take me out and things like that. And then Ash really was able to help me with something like that. You know what I'm saying?
I
And
understand.
there I have an aide, but my aide is not asking the questions that I need to be asked or seeing some of the visual things that I'm not able to see because yet I am blind.
Mhm.
And so Ash Friendly was like, my was my Superman or like my first aid kit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's how I really look at it. I thank, I thank you for, bringing Ash Friendly to the world. I really do.
Thank you, and I'm glad that you're a guinea pig on how Ash Friendly is supposed to work. So let's start from the scratch and explain to people the steps when we're gonna like the steps in what Ash Friendly is. So our first adventure was yesterday. We were trying to create a mental map for Ash Friendly. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and so the first step is do you need a hero?
Exactly.
Right? So you needed a hero to get up, and you needed a hero to like do your normal breakfast things like eating breakfast, getting things situated, organizing life, right? So the
Exactly.
next question I have to you, so we're gonna go when we're kind of creating a mental map. It's a mental map from the beginning of your day to getting to the point of a public facility or a private facility and making sure you get back to get safely and soundly. So you needed a hero to get up, and you needed a hero to. So now we're at the front door. We're at the front door. We're about to leave.
Yes. So,
Do you need a hero for public transportation, or do you have your own car?
so I do have my own vehicle, but I need a hero to drive my vehicle for me because I'm legally blind.
What?
I'm legally blind and yet I still need a hero. Um I need a hero times two at times because I have a nurse at times, but the nurse only wants to do nurse things, you know. So when it comes to my business, or if it's not dealing with my personal care, they're excluding themselves out of it.
Hmm.
So I don't know if you noticed when I was um, riding myself up the ramp or into my vehicle and riding myself down, where was my where was my nurse? You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
So that's where the hero would come in to help me because my vision is impaired. But I thank God um, that I have, heroes around to help. You know what I'm saying? So that right there is from my door. I do have a vehicle and I just need someone to drive, drive me places, and someone that can be of assist. Now, if there is a hero that can be of assist and drive me, that would be a plus.
Right. Right. So, in yesterday's case, you had a hero to help you out. So now, normally, if didn't have the car, I would tell you, please meet me at the nearest street location, and then we'd have to figure out how to get you from your house or your apartment or whatever you're living to the facility to make sure that would be a huge factor. But since we're avoiding that, we're just going to go from the car. You had a hero. You had a wheelchair accessible. The car with the ash friendly. Now we're driving along the road. We're about to pull in. So when I talk about that, we go to the nearest public transportation stop. So it's a train
Mhm.
or it's a bus or it's so that way we can see how ash friendly it is. Now the nearest bus stop is a little bit of ways and there's no sidewalk to get to the facility. So already
Mhm.
the place that we're going to look for our mental map really isn't that
Ash
ash friendly.
friendly.
All right. So now
Mhm.
we're pulling in. And what did you notice about the parking situation?
The parking, um, it didn't have, it didn't have, I don't think it really had, it didn't have many handicap, handicap accessible parking at all. And, the parking was very crowded. And then there was like a rocky little patch over to the side for, I guess, a extra parking, and that was not good for someone in a power wheelchair, or someone in any type of wheelchair, or someone that is, you know, using a cane, or who is an amputee or anything, so that was not as friendly as well.
Right. I didn't know if they had some gravel area for us to park, and that doesn't work for people in electric wheelchairs or push wheelchairs. Way too hard, way too strenuous on the body. I
Mhm.
noticed that, unfortunately, able-bodied people love using the wheelchair spots to just like let their car idle and sit there and take spots because they're too lazy to park the car in their designated area. That's always a
Right.
thing. So that's a really hard. I was like, this plus pulling in, getting here, it's a struggle. All right, I can see where it is. I don't know. I'm not going to be biased. I'm not going to be about it, but like not looking good so far. As we've seen the exterior of the facility, it had two ramps. One ramp right where the one parking ADA accessible parking was had a ramp going in, and on the far left side there was another ramp where you would go to get in the facility. Now, for the sidewalk part, we were there, I didn't really understand the sidewalk. It was very narrow. It didn't really allow
Mhm.
your radius to turn in. You were almost on the edge, and the door swung out, and there was no button to get
Exactly.
in there. So I noticed, like, all right, so now an able-bodied person get in, but someone ADA has to have a hero to get to this facility.
Exactly.
So as I opened up the door and the main door was wide enough for you to roll in. When I
Mhm.
noticed when I noticed that in the facility itself was they were very wide enough, quarters were wide, and moving around was very simple and easy. Now we're getting into the situation. It has about 10 or 15 little cubicles for people to run their business out of. Everyone is like has their own door. When we got to ours, I opened the door for you. How was it to getting in?
Oh, um it was very compact.
Very
It was
comfortable.
very compact. I got in there by the skin of my teeth
Right. One thing
without banging into the door.
Right. And so one thing I noticed about the door itself was very heavy and it was made out of glass. So that doesn't really
Mhm.
work with metal wheelchairs. Like that wouldn't last too long and in dealing with
Mhm.
the wheelchair. So now we have another strike. Now we move
Exactly.
I'm going to set the scenario up of the room that we were going to rent out for a maybe potential business site. The room was somewhat small. It only had the vanity, which was like a cabinet shelf in there. I'll let you explain the cabinet itself. And then it had like a hairdressing thing that you put your head in to dry your hair off. And then it had a cutting chair. And that was it. But as we,
Mhm.
so
And the
from
TV.
in the TV, there was a monitor on the wall that you really couldn't see. So as
Mhm.
giving people spacious rooms, if people were just to line up in there, just sitting there in wheelchairs, how many people do you think you could fit inside with having nothing in there for being comfortable?
So with the with the wheelchairs, if the space was furnished, um, I believe that only one wheelchair could fit in that suite.
Right, so there'd be no waiting area for someone else coming in who needs a wheelchair and they have nowhere to sit or nowhere to
It would
place their
not be.
wheelchair. So it wouldn't be really that ash friendly.
It would not be
Hmm.
at all. Um, and I was looking at how the station was set up, um, and it was just not doable. I guess they were trying to make it sensible so they can get like people in there or whatever. Um, the station, the shampoo bowl was inside of the station, so it would not be like, hey, the stylist, me's the stylist, I can have I'm working I'm I'm working really fast. Like I work really fast, get one in the chair, one at the wash bowl, one in under the dryer, one at the wash bowl processing, one in my styling chair while I am styling them, and one under the dryer drying. If
Yes.
I'm working at that type of pace, I could do that. But because the shampoo pole was inside of the station, that slows a stylist down. So I can't do two clients at the same time if I have to take somebody out of my styling chair and move them over so I can wash somebody's hair. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of moving parts in that small room,
Yeah.
and we're wanting to bring some wheelchairs in and things like that. That's why I'm like, yeah, I would just
I think we lost Brooke. Are you there, Brooke? No, we lost Brooke at the moment. That's all right. So we're going to continue on talking about the facility. Getting in there was not ash friendly. The facility itself that we're looking out to rent wasn't ash friendly. And are we back, Brooke?
Yes, we
No,
are.
we're back. All right, welcome back. I'm just going to go. So we did over the room. My deal breaker for is the bathroom, and it's always going to be my deal breaker. It does not have to be on
Mm-hmm.
a bathroom. The doors itself, the women's door you open, you push to go in, and the men's you
Okay.
pull to go out. Does not work. They both
Mm,
have to be pushed to go in, and pulled to go out. That's a That's a fire hazard. So for me, it does not. The bathrooms don't work. The stalls were big enough, but they had no place to like wash their hands. They had no place to feel like a normal human being after getting done using the bathroom. I did ask them about taking people to the bathroom. I have to make sure that it's clear that no one's in there. If I take a girl into the men's bathroom, that I can't, I can't do it. So for me, all in all together, from getting there, from the bus station to the parking to the getting inside of the room that we were going to rent out to the bathrooms, none of it works. I understand what people are trying to do by doing the bare minimum, but when you do the bare minimum, you get the bare minimum results. You're not really,
exactly.
you're not taking care of other people. That means your business has low self-esteem. That means you do not care for yourself. You care about money only, and it doesn't work for me.
You
So,
couldn't have said it any better.
thanks. So as we're going on our journey, as we're like producing adventures and looking for things and creating mental maps. The difference between a mental map and actually putting on a map is us identifying the place. So if it works for us, we will identify the place. We don't want to go around bashing other places that are not ash friendly. They still
Exactly.
don't, because they do not understand people's disabilities. They do not understand people's cognitive ability, and they don't understand the struggles of being someone who suffers from mental struggles and physical struggles. But I don't need to go on bashing them because they have no idea, just because they have no one in their life that struggles the way that we struggle. And that's okay.
Exactly.
That's okay. I'm not here to bash people. I'm here to inform where it's safe for people to come and where it's safe for people to go. If I was out there trying to bash other people, that's not how the world. That's not how we work as Ash Friendly. That's not how the people that I work with are. We just don't go to their facility. And then when people look at Ash Friendly being certified, that means that oh, we are all safe, and that means more business to them, and that will hurt them until they get certified for being Ash Friendly. Well, Brooke,
Exactly.
I know we had a little interruption there, but I do thank you very much for taking the time out of your day to enjoying us, enjoying your during yesterday. I'm looking for more adventures together, separately, and with other people. So, do you have anything else you
Definitely.
want to let us know that's going on with your life or what you're doing in your world?
Yes, I just say look forward to Oasis Beauty Company coming soon your way. This will be a fully accessible, mixability friendly, full service salon, and it will be coming to you in 2026. So look forward to that, and it will be ash friendly.
Thank you, Brooke, and thank you as always. Folks, I'm going to leave you as always, leave you. If you can love the world yourself a little bit more every day, we'll continue to make the world a safer and more beautiful place. Thank you very much and have a great night.